Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, good. Just excited for the RDS relational database.
So we have to start with the relational database. So you have any issue with the previous lectures? Any problem you are facing?
No, is everything is very clear. Yeah, it's
Okay.
everything. Thank you so much.
So implementation part was working fine. You have gone through the videos.
Um, Honestly, not yet for the SNS. I had like a busy week, but I'm planning just to do it on this Sunday, just to review all the parts.
Yeah, just go through the lectures because you are preparing for the theoretical exam. Okay.
Mhm.
So they will ask you multiple choice questions. They will ask you the theoretical concepts more. Okay. So you need to be very thorough with them. Okay, practical implementation is very easy because the Amazon people are providing us with graphical user interface. We have to just go and click and everything will be done. But
Yeah,
part
that
depends on the theoretical part. So as soon as you are free and getting the time to revise, just revise. And then you feel any issue regarding the concept, please come and discuss with me. We will solve that issue. Okay?
oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, sure. So let's start with two topics. See, first is known as AWS database. Okay, or you can
Mhm.
say the same thing for that is AWS relational database service, or you can consider it as AWS DynamoDB.
Dynamo TP
Okay, these three things,
for today.
yeah, completely forms the database
Okay.
AWS. Either you say AWS DynamoDB, AWS RDS, AWS database. They all come under the category of database of AWS. Means these are the database AWS is providing to their users. Getting it? Is it clear?
Yes.
So let's start with it. So first point, what it is that AWS is fully managed relational database engine. So engine service. Okay. See, three things that are very much important: managed, relational, and database. So managed means everything is managed by either AWS or the user who is creating the database. Relational database is like it will be in the form of rows and columns.
Okay.
Okay. And column is related to another column is related to another, one row is related to another row is related to another. So relational database means the content is related to each other. It is always in the form of rows and columns. So it is a service that is it is a service engine provided by AWS to us. Getting it?
Got it.
So now, what are the responsibilities, first of all, of AWS when we talk about relational database service? Means what are the responsibilities that should be fulfilled by the AWS when we want any of the database from them? Okay, so the responsibilities divided into two categories. Some responsibilities AWS people will do for us, and some the user will do for itself, the person who is trying to create a database. So first of all, we will see that responsibilities that AWS will automatically fulfill for us when we create any database. So first one is, it will provide us security. Automatically, it will make your database secure and patching. Security and patching is the one responsibility that AWS provide us when we upload any of the data set on the server. Okay.
So patching means?
Patching means connectivity. That
connectivity.
It connect first security and patching. Security comes in that it will be secure database that no one rather than you can access it, or the access policies you will provide, that will come under security. And patching means that it should be patched with, means this is the your database, so it should be connected with the AWS service. So that this connectivity of connecting your local database with the AWS services, this is known as patching. Okay.
Okay.
Then the second responsibility AWS will do is automatic backup. Now what happens? How this automatic backup works? Say this is the database you have uploaded on what you say on AWS. Okay, and this is in one region. From my region is say Mumbai. Okay, inside my region in one availability zone 1, this database I have uploaded. Right?
Yes.
What AWS will do, they will create a stand-up copy for you of the same database in the same region, but availability zone will be different. Okay, the data will be what we will do, they will copy everything to another availability zone. So in case of the failure of the first database, you can switch directly to the second one. So any editing or anything you will do here will be directly synchronized with this database. So this is means by automatic backup. See, we have a complete availability zone structure related to it, how it works and how it follows. We will see it in the depth, okay, how it is working. But what I mean by automatic backup, that they are creating the backup for your database in the another availability zone, but the region will be same. Getting it?
So it's multi-availability zone.
Yeah, in a region there are multiple availability zones. Okay, in one
Okay.
availability zone you have created your database. Okay, say in one date. So in another one they will create a stand up for you, so that if one fails you can switch to the another, so that there is so they will automatically create the backup for you. You don't have to create the backup, they will automatically create for you. That's why we are saying that these are the responsibilities of AWS. They will do us these things for us.
So in the for the backup, because I mean there are like for example every month new data, so they will do, so I choose when to do a backup. Like for example I modify it and it says okay.
No. You can't choose that, you want a backup. See, if you have chosen that you want a backup, there will be option. If you once you have chosen that there you need a backup of this database into the standalone one. Okay. Then everything you do in this database will be directly copied. Similar thing will be done in this one. So this is known as primary database, the one you are working in, and this is the stand upon database in which the backup will be stored. And this process of copying everything and maintaining this stand one is the responsibility of AWS people. You don't have to worry about them.
But I have to choose the availability zone where I want my backup to be.
Yeah, you can either choose the availability zone, or it is not mandatory that once you will see that you want your database in multiple availability zones.
Okay.
Right. So say in region Mumbai, you have already created your database. So they will show you another availability zones which are available. So you can just go and choose that here I want my stand alone database. Okay. So they will create it for you. So say for
Okay.
in A0 you have the original one, and A2 you have the standalone one. Okay.
Okay.
Now another thing is, we are talking about the responsibilities of AWS responsibilities, that this automatically AWS people will do for us. So what they will do? Software updates. This is very much important. Software updates for the database engine. See, they will ask you in your theoretical paper, like if you are sitting for Amazon certified exam, okay, they will ask you like, do they provide software updates? How many availability zones you can create? Do they provide backup? What are the responsibilities of AWS? So be very much thorough with these things, okay? So software updates, okay, any software update required by any of the database engine that you are using, they will automatically do it for you. As soon as the new updated version will come, okay, you don't have to worry about the updated version. They will, this is the responsibility of AWS people. They will automatically go, and from previous version, they will update it to the newest version. Okay.
Of
Like
my.
say you are using MySQL. You are using MySQL version 2. As soon as in the market version 3 comes in, they will automatically update it.
Oh, okay.
Getting it?
And for DynamoDB.
Yeah. Similar thing with DynamoDB. As soon as the new version comes in, they will update. Means any of the database engine you are using, as soon as new software update comes in, they will update it for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Getting it?
So all the databases automatically AWS updated.
Yeah, they will automatically update. You don't have to worry about it. Then the another part is, what are the responsibilities of AWS? Another responsibility of AWS is, see, if you have selected the option of multiple, or you can say multi availability zones with synchronization. Application between the active and standby instances. See, I was telling you about the two availability zones, right? This one's the primary one where your data you have updated in availability zone 1, and you have selected that you want a backup. So they will create multiple availability zones, say availability zone 2, where there will be the standby of your project, right? Now what happens
Okay.
if you will allow synchronize a replication between the active and the standby? If you say that whatever I'm doing the changes in my database, in main database, you have to do the similar changes in the standby database also. So if you will select this option as, they will ask you about the option. If you tick it right, then they will, whenever the failover comes in, say your this database fails. So everything you have done in this primary database, it will be already copied in your standby, and now this standby will become the primary one.
If okay, if something happened on the
Yeah.
primary. So if I choose so everything that I do, it will be replicated in the second availability zone.
Yeah, in the standby database, it will be replicated as soon. See, what happens? I'll explain you with an example. See, this is your database, the main database in which you are working. Say this is an Excel sheet. Okay, this first A 2030, second B 4050. Right, this is your database. And as soon as you update it on Amazon database, okay, AWS, you have created an EC2 instance. Inside that, you have updated it. Okay. Now,
okay,
what they will do, if you have applied the option of multi availability zone, they will create, this is the one you are working on, this is the active one, or you can say the primary database. Okay. So as soon as you updated and selected the multi availability zone, they will create the same database in the different availability zone with the same value, say 1A 20 T, okay, second B 4050. So this is the first step they will do. They will directly create a standby in the next availability zone. Okay. Now they will ask for you the synchronization option, synchronize or replication option. Okay. So if you do any changes, say you have added this column C 60 70 column, okay, then because you have selected this option, automatically here also they will update it. Getting it?
It's like I don't need a backup then.
See, this is the backup.
Oh, that's the backup. Okay.
This
Got
is
it.
what
So the
we are
backup.
doing. Yeah, AWS
Sorry.
provides automated backup. I told you, right? It provides you automated backup. This is the backup. Standby. We are keeping something. See this. Do you drive a car?
Yes.
Yeah. So so there are 4 tires in your car. Say okay. 4 tires you have, and you always keep one stepney with you. right? If one tire gets punctured or is not working, okay, so you can change this tire, right?
Okay, yeah.
So it is with your car. So this is a backup for these four tire, one of the tire.
Okay.
This is the backup, right? But it is used when there is a failure here. It is a part of the car, but it will only be used when there will be a failure. So say out of four, one tire busted and three tires are left. Now you will use this stepney or the extra tire so that you can recover this failure. So it is acting like a backup. Similarly, if here the disk database fails, this standby or this backup will become the main, primary or active database for us. Getting it?
Oh, okay. Got it. So
Now
it's
it's,
like the databases, like they have like a system like fault tolerance.
yeah, this is a fault tolerance work. Backup is fault tolerance
It's a
only.
fault tolerance. Okay.
This responsibility was clear.
Yep.
Now the next one. Okay, see, by default, what AWS do? Okay, see, every database has weekly maintenance window. So, see, every database you are taking, see, maximum days are 30 days, and by default, they will do in 7 days. So what it says that any of the database engine you are taking, say MySQL we are taking, or uh, you can say uh, one was very much famous, DangoGB, something like that. Database you are taking, so they all have a maintenance window. Means any changes or any fault they have inside their version. Okay, so they will check in every 7 days, and you can set that they can check in next 30 days. So what they are saying, that any of the error comes in the database due to anything, like say the memory is full, they are not able to read the type of database you are providing, multiple issues can come. So by default what they do, they will do the maintenance window.
Mm.
And they will check any fault in either the maximum days is 30 days, or by default they can check in 7 days. So if there is any issue in the database system, it is weekly maintained. Okay, so your
Okay.
database is under the visualization of AWS people, and they will take care of any of the fault that occurred in the databases.
Oh, perfect. I like that one.
Getting it?
Yes.
So these are the responsibilities that AWS people will manage. Let me just revise it again. So first for responsibilities of AWS people. So this is
We'll
a
do maintenance.
first is security and patching, right?
Okay.
Another was automated backup. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The another one was software update, if any software update comes in, right?
Okay.
Then another one was the multi availability zones. If selected, then synchronize, it will synchronize it.
Got it.
And replication. And the last one I told you, that about the maintenance window. Now, any doubt you have in these responsibilities that AWS people will serve?
You cover everything: automatic backup, software update. They do the update. They do the maintenance window. It's like every week. Maximum 30 days, minimum 7 days. Software update is for every application in databases. Synchronous AZ is like a backup, but is like a better backup. What I do in a database, it will be replicated in the in another or second availability zone. Everything is good. Thank you.
Okay. Now let's move. What are the responsibilities? So you can say settings that needs to be managed.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do they have like the encryption option?
Yeah, that comes in security.
Security, okay.
They will give you the access of password. You can create a security key, multiple things you can do in encryption.
Okay.
Because they are monitoring your data, but they want that the user should be satisfied, because it's not like this that we are using random information in our database. There's sometimes information which no one want to share with another person, and you are updating it on AWS service. So there are settings in which even the AWS people will not be able to read your database.
Okay, got it.
So it depends on the user how they set the security policies. So now the main settings that the user needs to set. So first is managing database settings. So see, you have to manage the database settings, like what type of database, what database you want to choose, right? It should be
Okay.
In which form it should be, right? What will be the theme of the database, and everything that a normal database you generate, like the Excel sheet. Have you worked on Excel sheet? MySQL
Yeah.
Excel sheet. So there we have options like we have to merge the cells, we have to name the columns like this. So we can we have to do all the settings inside Amazon also, because
Okay.
database, so only we will be able to manage this database, right, according to our needs. Like if you want to add new rows, new columns, so these all are responsibilities of the user. They have to manage all this. Getting it?
Yeah.
Now second part is creating relational database schema. So if you're familiar with how to work with any of the database, so they create, every database has its own schema. Schemas means the queries you ask for the database, the type of methods you want to apply in the database. So all that you have to mention that what type of schema you are planning for. Okay, so it's upon the user, like what type of relational database schema they want to apply in their database. Means you can consider schema as some rules, or you can say the policies. So for every database management system, it is different, and it depends on your data set also, which type of schema you want to apply, what queries you want to apply. Getting it?
Yes.
And the last thing a user needs to do is database performance tuning, like how the performance of your database should be. Okay, so that tuning you need to do with respect to the AWS, means how you want your database should work, function, and everything related to database creation. See, creating a database, deciding the performance of the database, how should it perform, what queries it will implement, for what purpose it is used. Like there should be a purpose, that's why you are creating a database, right? So for what purpose this database has been created, these all things should be managed by the user, because obviously AWS people don't know why you are creating this database.
Okay, got it.
Like there is a database, okay, of Facebook employees. See, they are telling that what is the name of the employee, salary of the employee, or how much hour that employee works, what is the job role of this person. So if you're storing it to AWS account, then what AWS people can do with this data? They can see just the outline of it, that there is a database and we have to store it. They'll not be able to change these things. They'll not be able to understand these things. They will not be able to manage the performance of the data set, how it is performing. So this internal things is only can be accessed by the user, such as creating a database, performance of the database, how it will perform, what works need to be done on the database. So all these things will be done by the AWS user. AWS people can only consider it as an outer boundary and can create its copy, can create its copy, or you can say the backup, can provide security, can provide the updates. They can do the things that are the outer boundary needs of the database, but the internal thing, what is inside it, because why we are using this AWS, we are using this AWS just as for the storing purpose.
Okay, for the story.
They don't consider it as important data or non-important data. If on AWS account, you will say, like, if you will upload an empty Excel sheet, for them this is important. And if you will update any defense codes of a country, then also it is important to them, because for them it is just used for storing.
It's not like S3, like infrequent access.
See, one thing I need to make very much clear about this storing service, because we are using EC2 instances.
Okay.
We are using EC2 instances to create a relational database, and EC2 instances only use EBS services.
Oh.
They don't use S3 or EFS service. On top
okay, so
of EBS service,
yeah,
on top of this EBS service, we will start our any of the database in MySQL database. So it will be completely on EBS service. Now, but if you will select, there's an, I'll tell you later, but this is the main scenario. Yes, you
MySQL.
something.
Yeah, I don't quite understand MySQL.
SQA?
It's like SQL. You
SQL.
mean square? S
Okay.
square.
S square. What you're saying, I'm not able to understand.
A square. I mean SQL.
MySQL, yeah.
MySQL. Okay. I don't quite understand that.
This is database type. Like you have MongoDB, you have other database services like MySQL is also a database service which provides you the ability to create the database.
And what do you say about EC2 and MySQL?
So because you are storing everything, first see in AWS, okay, first thing what you do, you create an instance, right, on EC2. Similarly, first EC2 will be created and EC2 uses only EBS services for storing the data, right? So this only inside is this EBS service, database services will be stored. We cannot use EFS or S3 buckets to store this database. I'm trying to tell you this.
But okay, but okay. But if I use like EBS to store data, it's not that data cannot be like very important.
No. It doesn't say that the data will be important or not. See, by default, it is EBS. Okay, if you will store an empty Excel sheet, it will be important. If you will store any important information, according to you, it will be important. It is just, they are giving you just a box to fill your...
But it's okay, but it's not fault tolerance.
It is fault tolerance. They will, if you will store anything in EBS, like any data you have stored, they will create its backup. It is a property AWS is giving us, no? That if you will store any, if you will create any relational database in my system, I will create its backup. They are giving you this responsibility, no? This is
Okay.
automatically be done by AWS. So it is already fault tolerance.
Okay.
Getting it?
So what you're saying is like the EBS is already attached to the EC2.
Yeah. Have you studied EC2?
Automatically. Yeah.
So we always use EC2 with EBS, right?
Because that's like the hard drive.
Yeah, it is like a storage. See, EBS you say, EFS you say, S3 bucket you say. These all are used for storing. But EC2 is attached, EC2 instead is use EBS for its storage.
Okay. But the differences between EB, because I'm EBS and I mean EFS is for petabytes, like big amount of data. EBS is not that much, right?
This is not difference between like it's not like this will hold more data, this will hold less data, and this will hold. It's not about the amount of data. The difference is not the amount. The functionality, why we are using it. At some places, EBS is required. At some places, EFS is required. At some places, S3 bucket is required. Every storage device has its different uses. You can't compare them on the basis of the amount of data it is handling. They have own functionalities, like say, you are using a project. Okay, and its requirement says that I need S3 bucket. So there you can use S3 bucket. Another project says that my requirements are according to the EFS. So you can use EFS. It doesn't depend that this project has how much amount of data. It depends on the need. By what services this S3 bucket is providing should match with your requirement. Getting it?
I might take some classes with you about these three, because I know how to like I know how to mount like an EFS, and I mean I know how to use like I know how to create a backend in SAP, and EBS is come with the easy to, but the theory part I'm weak in that. I'm very weak.
See, I'll tell you one harsh truth. Okay, this is practical world. Okay, of AWS. There is a button. You go on that button, click it, and everything will be built for you. Or write some lines of code, okay, that you can easily copy from the Google and
Yeah.
run it. This is the practical world. This is how all the industries right now they are working. In India, especially all the industries, I know about three countries, India, London, and Malaysia. These countries work like this on practical basis. Okay?
Okay.
This is the theoretical part, the world of theory, where researches are going on. You have to give some papers to be an AWS expert, AWS Cloud expert. So they tell you how this button you are clicking, right? How this is created, how the user has created it, why to use this button, where to use this button, everything they will tell you. So the difference is very much, okay, if you compare the theory world and the practical world. So if you're writing any of the paper which includes theory, they will surely ask you what's going behind this practical world.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yeah.
see, you have to differentiate which world you belong, practical world or the theoretical world, research world, how it is originally created. Practical world is very much easy now because of thanks to Google. Yeah, it's the reality. Everybody does the same,
Yeah.
write everything on the Google that say how to create an app.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there will be media, there will be towards data science, many applications where people have uploaded their blogs and you can just follow their blogs and you can easily create an application. But the reality is only that application you will be able to create. Other than that, you will not, you will be like, I don't know anything. The real fact.
Mhm.
So you have to decide which world you need to belong and what is your requirement, either practical world or theoretical world. According to that, you need to proceed with your process.
I belong to, well, I want to belong to the practical world, but unfortunately I belong to the theoretical world because of these tests that I have to pass.
Which test you have to pass?
The associate solution
So,
architect.
yeah, associate test needs theoretical information much more than the practical one because they will test you how much you are strong with the theory. Then only you will be able to do the practical, right? See,
Yeah.
you about the practical lab. There were multiple options, right? Say we have used SQS or SNS. There were the delay times, the many things were there, right? So how you will select a correct option if you don't know what is this, why it is used, what is the importance of this? Because the test you are giving, okay, a state developer test, they don't require you to just use it. They require that if in future any changes you can make to and provide facilities to AWS, they want creators, not the users. So if you want to be creator, you should know the theoretical part. If you are a user, that you just go and use the AWS service, then you don't need any, you don't know, you just need a good internet connection.
Oh, okay, okay. So that's why. Okay, that's why. I want to be a creator. It sounds good.
Yeah, because if they are Amazon people are providing certificates certification courses, because they want someone who understand what is going behind AWS server, and if in future any changes or anything new they can create for them. That's why they are paying you such a large amount of money, such large packages.
Mhm.
So they want some that you can create something, not you can just go and use. We are the users, the people who are not in Amazon and not working as a part of it.
Okay.
So just decide and let me know in which world you belong. Then we can just proceed with the process.
Yeah, I belong in the theoretical world. I want to be a creator in the future.
Yeah. So the topics you have told me, I'll cover complete theoretical part as well as the practical part.
Yeah, that's what I like. This test is I'm gonna beat this test up. Um. So yeah. So maybe like I will include the theoretical part of the EBS, S3, and EFS.
See,
Uh, after that,
according to
after
me, there's a. I'll tell you. Okay, just give me a minute. I have a complete content what follows the AWS exam. So some must be you are knowing, and I'll tell you the sequence. So you should decide which side, which you need to take the topics. Okay, just give me a minute. See, first topic is the basic one. What is cloud and everything, okay? And how it works. Then the second one comes in the three services, ICE, PaaS, and SaaS, the three services. Okay, now the third one is very much easy that we follow, AWS free account, how to create it. The fourth one is EC2 instance, complete EC2 instance, right? What are the its types, okay? And everything about Amazon EC2 instance. Then I think so we have, in this we have that high memory uses concept also. In EC2 instance, how high memory EC2 instance can work. Then how you can purchase it option, it is there. Then you can create a Windows server using EC2 instance. See, this is the most basic one I'm telling you. So you
okay.
very much clear with these topics, at least if you are sitting for the exam. Windows
Uh-huh.
server, if you want to create in AWS. The sixth topic is how to create and install web server, IaaS. Okay. Seventh is how to attach extra volume to existing windows, like how to attach the hard disk, you can say, to the existing windows you have created. Windows has its own memory, but if you want to attach the extra volume to it, you are writing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let me know once you have finished writing,
Oh,
then
yeah.
switch to this.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Then the another topic is AWS EC2 Linux launching. Okay. Then retrieving the metadata concept. Then another topic is virtual private cloud, how to create a virtual private cloud for your own system. Then VPC, virtual private cloud, how you can create the subnets, routers, everything.
Oh, VPC.
PC NAT, how to create NAT gateways. Okay, then you can has inside this VPC you are having the peering concept, peering across two regions if you want to send the data between the two regions using the gateway. Like I'm in Mumbai and your region is USA East. So how we can connect these two and send the information. And then it is AWS network, ACLs inside your own VPC if you want the network ACLs. Then another is VPC endpoints. What can be the VPC endpoints? Then comes the another part, that is VPN, virtual private network, how to create your own VPN. Then comes the part we are dealing with right now, that is AWS storage. Okay, all the inside AWS storage, you will learn about the types of storage that are available. One is block storage, you should learn about. Right. Then after that, S3 storage. In this, you need to know the how to do versioning of S3 bucket. Then cross region replication, you should know.
Yeah.
Life cycle management, you should know. Then comes EFS. Okay. Then inside EFS, you can use multiple services. Okay. Then using S3, you can also create a static website. Like you want to create a website and you have to store the data inside S3, you can create. And then it comes in EBS, elastic block storage concepts, right? Then comes another topic, AMI. Okay, how to copy your AMI, okay, to another AWS account. Okay, see, you are having an account that is your own personal account, and one account is AMI account. So how you can just transfer all the data from your normal AWS account to your AMI account. How to attach the root volume concept. Okay, with another with another EBS, right? Then you can have you copied all this?
Yeah, I'm copying it.
Okay.
Value with EBS.
Then it is AWS auto scaling concept, you should know. I think this is the complete syllabus I'm having of your exam. You can just cross check it once. Then you have elastic load balancer, complete elastic load balancer concepts. Then inside this comes network load balancer. Then comes application load balancer. And the last is how to establish the load balancer. Okay. Then comes AWS identity and access management. Then you can have inside this only you can have cross account access. Then how to connect it with the Windows servers. Okay. Then you have now the concept that we are dealing with it. What is database concept? What is relational database? Okay. Then after relational database, what is NoSQL? Right.
No, SQL, DynamoDB.
Then you can after this RDS, you can have another RDS. You can have Dynamo DB. Okay. Right. After you have copied all this.
Uh-huh.
Then you have AWS route 53,
53.
right? This tutorial complete one. All the routing policies inside it. Okay. Then after this comes CloudFront. Okay. After CloudFront comes SQS service. Then SNS service we have already talked about. Right.
Yes.
Comes configuring net. Configuring NAT. Okay. Instances for private. Okay, for private use if you want to use it. Then AWS site to site. Okay. VPN configuration. Okay. Then you come it with Lambda. What is Lambda? How Lambda works and the complete setup. This much you should know. This is the basic things you should understand about it. Getting it?
Yep.
So let's continue with our part, what we are dealing right now. And
Okay.
if you will share me your syllabus so that I can provide you a little bit help with your exam.
Okay, got it.
Chalo. Next we can, what we were dealing with our relational database system.
Yes.
Let's continue with it. Then now comes in what are the supports systems that relational database engine provides. Okay, so first engine that it provides is MS SQL Server. Okay, this is the one which it provides. Then it provides MySQL, which gives you the support of 64 TB of database. Right. Third, it provides you Oracle database. 4, it provides you AWS Aurora. Okay, it gives you very much high throughput. Means high throughput means you can store maximum amount of data inside it. Right. The another one is PostgreSQL.
Well,
It is highly reliable, and stable. Okay.
okay.
Then the last one, sixth one, six it provides it you. Sixth one is MariaDB. It is compatible with MySQL
Maria.
and compatible. It provides you 64 TB of database. So these are the 6 relational database engines that AWS support. You can work on any of them. Getting it?
DynamoDB is not part of that.
Yeah, it's not the part of that. It is the another. It's not come under relational database. It's completely different database. Getting it?
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking notes. Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah. See, the best one is in terms of reliability and stability is this one, Postgre. And the most, if you want to update high amount of data, then it gives you high throughput, AWS Aurora. LCR is provides 64 TB of space in MariaDB, and in MySQL, it also provides 64 DB support for the data.
Okay. And Maria, the last one.
It's MariaDB.
I never heard that one.
Yeah, it supports MySQL. Compatible means you can connect it with MySQL database too. And it supports 64 DB of hard disk to you.
Oh, it's almost the same thing. Or the second one, MySQL. MySQL.
MySQL is different database. MariaDB is different database. And but the support system they provide is both same as 64 TB. Means the amount of data you can store is 64 DB. It's same for both.
So what's the main, that was the best one?
The best one,
Or not the best one, but
the fourth and fifth are the best.
the differences.
See, it depends on your requirement. Like if you want reliable and stable, you go with PostgreSQL. You want high throughput, you go with AWS Aura. You want 64 TB of supports, you can go with either MariaDB or MySQL. But MariaDB is very much popular because it can connect directly with MySQL. So it
What
depends.
about, okay.
It depends on the requirement, where you want to, which type of data you want to store.
What about Oracle?
This Oracle is very much famous because it is very much, it's free, open source. So it depends. See, Oracle database is the general database we use. It is very much popular because of its easy availability. So instead, any of the 6 you can choose if you want to create any of the engine for relational database.
Okay.
That's clear?
Yep.
Next, move to the next part. Okay, now there are, okay, 2 licenses that are possible, that is provided by licensing, that is provided by AWS, licensing options that are provided by AWS. So first type of license that AWS allows you is this, buy, or you can say bring your own license. Like, and another one is, like, I'll explain it together. Another one is license from AWS on hourly basis. See, every database you use requires some licensing. Okay. So either if you have your own licensing, you can use that license, or you don't have the license of the database you want to use. You can ask Amazon for the license. They will give you the license on the hourly basis and they will charge for it.
They don't charge that much, right?
What?
They don't charge that much.
See, it depends on which license you are asking for. It is like 2 months license, 3 months license. The rates will be similar. If you will buy the original license, the rate of the original license and the one you are asking for the Amazon, the rates will be same. No issue with that. But one will be your permanent license that you have for the database and one will be on the hourly basis.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Got it. Yes.
So another thing comes off, what are the limits of RDS? Okay, see, up to 40 databases instances per account. Now, these are the limits that you need to understand. See, only 40 databases instances means only 6 is EC2 instances. Here, all the anywhere you listen the word instances, it is related to EC2. Okay, only 40 databases you can create per account, not more than that. Okay. Then is 10 of the 40 can be Oracle or MySQL. And the database you are creating, only 10 of them can be of Oracle or 10 can be of MySQL, because you can't create more than 10 databases of Oracle or more than 10 database of MS SQL. Okay.
Okay.
Server. The license include model, or you can say under by your own license model, all 40 can be any engine you need. See, if you are applying the license that AWS provided you have asked for AWS for the license on hourly basis, and if they are providing you the license, then you have to follow these rules. Okay. But if it is one license, you can create all the 40 instances, all the 40 databases of any of the same database engine you are using. But the limit is 40. Only
is 40 per account.
Databases you can create it as per account. Getting it?
Okay, so 40 databases. Got it. And the limit is 10 oracles.
Yeah, if the license that is provided to you is by AWS, then AWS provide the license for only 10 database accounts. Similarly, if the license is provided by AWS of MS SQL, then you can create 10 databases. But if you have your own license, okay, of Oracle, there you can create all 40 databases of Oracle or all 40 of your MS SQL. If you have your own license of Oracle or MySQL, but if it is provided by AWS account, you have asked for AWS to provide you the license of Oracle or MS SQL, then you can just create 10 of each.
Okay, got it.
Clear?
Yep.
The another is RDS instances storage. Okay. Now, how this RDS storages works. Okay. So Amazon RDS use specifically EBS. I told you EBS volumes. But it is not the for instant storage. The work you are doing on EC2 instant, it is not for that. It is for the storage of databases and the logs you are creating. Okay. So this AWS RDS uses EBS volume specifically for database storage and for log storage. It is clear?
Yes.
Now
Yes.
it provides two options. Either you take general purpose storage. So in general purpose, what happens? Use for databases workloads. Means if you're using general purpose, means it is for general use. Means databases will be small. You don't want much memory to be processed. You can use for them. So with moderate means not extensively high, moderate input output requirements. Okay. So the limit for general purpose is minimum 20 GB you can create and maximum 1634 GB you can create. Okay, if you want storage for moderate input output requirements, you can go with the general purpose. The minimum data it can store is 20 GB and maximum is 1684 GB. See, you should remember all these limits. They will ask you in your paper.
Yeah, I'm copying it.
Yeah. Just copy and acknowledge me.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Okay. So the next one is the provision one. Provisional IOPS RDS storage. The second option is this one after the general one. Okay, so it is used for high performance. Its limit is minimum of 100 GB and maximum limit is 1684 GB. So it is used for this provisional IOPS relational database is used for high performance on OLTP workloads, means very much high workload if they require. Minimum is 100 GB of data and maximum is 384 GB.
Okay, which is better than, I mean, in terms of, wait, when you say 100 gigabytes, is you're okay, you're referring about the storage.
Yeah, how much data you can store.
Okay. Okay, this is high volume compared to general purpose for high performance. Okay. Yep, got it.
Now, after this, you need to understand about what are the templates available in RDS. So there are specific templates that are available in RDS. You can choose any one of the templates. But
Or templates.
templates means the type of environment you want to work in. See, I'll tell you.
Oh,
One is production. If you are in the field of production and you want the database as for production, you just want it for development and testing purpose. And the one is free tier options where you just want to practice on the data set. So the three environments are given. Now, if you will talk about production, so it use default for one is high availability, and fast, consistent performance. If you want these in your data set, you will go for production, and in development, this instance is intended for development use outside of production environment. Okay. And the
okay.
one is used to develop new applications. If you want to develop, test your existing ones, applications, or gain hands on experience with Amazon RDS. So now I'll explain you all these, what they are trying to say. So if you go with the production one, when you should choose the production one, when you need high availability, fast, consistent performance of your application, right? For development, you will go for this instant that if you want to use for development and not in the production environment, means you don't want to produce anything, but for development purpose you want to use, for testing purpose you want to use, you can use this one. Free tier one is for the ones you want to create a new application, test existing application, or you just want to learn about relational database system of Amazon, so you can go with the free tier. See, Amazon people are very much supportive because nowadays Microsoft Azure is very much famous, getting popularity. So there's competition in the market between these two. Okay, so they provide you very much facilities so that if you want to learn, just learn about Amazon and what Amazon people are doing, and you want to learn about the services Amazon is providing. So they are very supportive. They give you a free trial option. They will not charge you anything, and you can just go and practice anything if you want regarding the services of Amazon. So by chance, while using any of the service, okay, you face the issue of billing, like by chance, by mistake, you have uh, not deleted any instance or anything, you they will send you an email that this much is the charge. So in the email you can reply that I am just learning, I'm a new student, just learning. So they will clear your bill. Okay, so
Okay.
no issue with that, but you have to reply with the good message that why you that you are using it for learning purpose and by mistake it is done. Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, about the templates.
Yes. It's clear. For me, it's clear.
Talk about database instance size. How you can select the instance sizes for the database. Now see, again, if you talk about instance sizes, they can be clearly divided into three major parts. So first, they will provide you with standard class. Another one is memory optimized class. And the third one is versatile class. They provide you three options. You can choose when you are creating the instance size. So how these are different from each other and where and when to use which one. So when we talk about standard class, it include the memory. This class it's already included when we use standard class. Okay. So maximum instance it is providing you is 96 CPU, means the processor is of 96 version. Then it is providing you 384 GB of RAM. Then EBS, it is providing you is of 14,000 Mbps, megabytes per second. Okay. In a memory class, the maximum CPU limit it is providing is you 768 GB RAM. Okay, and 96 version CPU. EBS they are providing you 14,000 Mbps, same as that. And in burstable, they provide you maximum of 8V CPU, right? 32 GBs of storage, GB of RAM, you can say, right? And the EBS they provide you is 1500 Mbps, right? So it is
Yeah.
included. It is included in M class. It is included in R and X class, and it is included in T class.
So if I want to create an application, a gaming that is gonna, so I might choose the memory of device class.
See it on the application that you are provided working with. See, just compare. The maximum CPU is 96 here, 96 here, but it is just
Oh,
8 here. So if your CPU requirement is high, then you can go with these two. You can't go with this. But it is like you don't need some heavy processing on your application. So you can use this one.
okay, got it.
RAM, 384 RAM they are providing. 68 RAM it is providing, and 32 GB it is providing. So the max in the terms of memory, right? This is the one. If you want to work with heavy, you want to store a large amount of data for processing, okay? Then you can
Okay,
use this one. Then is EBS storage is 14,000 here. It is also 14,000, but it is just 1,500 here. So in terms of store EBS, if you want to design, you can choose either of the them. So it depends on your application, which you want to either in the terms of process, either in terms of your RAM, or either in the process of EBS, which one you want to prefer. That's why these are the database instance sizes.
okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, yes, it's clear. I just don't know in my mind how that works. Like, for example, I create an application, a game application. I don't know how
See, in gaming,
it.
we require very much high processing. Okay, so you should go
Uh-huh.
either with the standard class or memory class.
You know about like Candy Crush, this app.
Yeah, Candy Crush, I know.
Okay, like Candy Crush. Okay, I never played Candy Crush, but let's say I
Any
play
game you
Candy
have
Crush.
played, just name it. I also know.
So I play Candy Crush. So my question is, how how is the application is processing the data back and forward, and you know what I mean? Like I know it's like
Yeah, actually,
sort.
see, if you want to design any of the basic game, first two things is important: memory and processing. The more the processing unit is, the more the speed of the game will be. So if you are using, I think so, this is the environment where different candies are put in. See, this is the candy Crush game type. Some reds are here, so some blues are here. I think so. You're talking about this game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to match the colors. Okay. So this need high speed,
High speed. Okay.
because as soon as this red one is replaced with this one, so all the blue should be cancelled, and as soon
Mhm.
as blues are cancelled, then this should join with this row, right? So this
Okay.
requires high speed, and high speed is can be only be achieved with the good processor. So you need a high CPU,
Okay. But
and it will,
like to
otherwise it
advance.
will crash.
Okay. So to advance to the next level, okay, so there are like files that the game has, the files that are like running while you playing, like running and running. So where those files are stored, I know it's not strict, but somewhere are stored like, so the application can take those files simultaneously.
See, they will be
um
stored in EBS. Simple. They will be stored in EBS. See how
EBS.
application.
Okay.
See, if you see any of the application, not gaming, if you are taking any application, this is the front end you can see here. The website you are, this is the site you are able to see. This is the game site you are able to see. It is
Got it.
connected to the database, right? And under it, there is complete the processing unit, which includes CPU,
Okay.
System you are using, RAM you are using. Upon this application is running. Getting?
Yes.
Here is your database. Okay. So it is upon this application is running, so everything is automatically connected. So when they require any other page, so see, if you design any of the web application, so any of the web application is nothing but a collection of multiple web pages. See, this is page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, or page 5. They completely join together to form a website. Yeah, that's so if a person comes and want to view the website, right? All the 4 pages, if they are not synchronized, not connected, then the person will be only able to see the first page every time. But what happens as soon as the person clicks on the another button, they go to the second side, then another button, they go to the third side, right? So this is complete synchronization. This is happening.
Okay.
How this is happening?
Yes.
All of them are stored inside one database, and we have the option of this is the option that is connecting this with this. We have provided some logic here. This logic here known as code we are providing to this button. Getting it?
Got it.
Clear?
Yes.
Now let's start with a new topic then.
Okay. Thank you for explaining.
No issue. So multi-availability zones in RDS. What all are the multiple availability zone concept in RDS we follow? So first is you can select multiple options for RDS. Okay, for launching your database, you can have multiple options from which you can select your availability zone. Okay, then the RDS server creates a standby, I told you. Okay, standby instances in different availability zone, right? But it should be in the same region. Okay, so 2 instances will be created. One will be the primary, the main one in which you are working, and the backup one, that is the standby. But they should be in the same region. Another thing about multi-availability zone, you cannot read or write to the standby RDS DB instances. Now I'll clear everything about these 3 points. First point is very much clear that we can create multiple availability zones for the storing of database.
Yeah.
A server can create a backup instance that is known as standby instance, but they should be in the same region. One will be called primary, another backup will be called standby. Now you cannot change anything in the standby, in the backup process. Okay, whatever you will do will be in the primary. AWS people will automatically synchronize it with the standby, but you can't control the standby one. It is for the backup purpose that AWS people will handle. Is it clear?
Okay, so let's say, for example, if primary, if availability zone number 1 crash, then I have the standby by the backup.
Then what happens? Let me tell you this.
Yes.
This is the primary and this is the standby they have created. This is availability zone 1, availability zone 2. From any reason, if this fails, okay, then this they will send you the standby one, and now this will act as primary. For this primary, they will create another standby.
Okay.
By default tolerance, what they did, they were able to fix the problems that were inside this availability zone. Now it is working fine. Now it will become the standby one, your backup.
Oh, okay, got it. So I don't have to call Amazon, hey, availability zone crash. So let me use the number 2. I don't have to call AWS.
No, you don't have to call. As soon as it fails, they will automatically send you the backup one.
Oh, okay.
Is it clear?
Yes.
So
what do you mean when it says like you cannot read and write to the
means you cannot change anything inside the standby one because it is the backup one and it is handled by Amazon people. You don't have any access to this standby until the primary one fails. So whatever you will do, any changes, any rows, columns you want to add, any application you want to create, you can only read and write inside the primary one.
Okay.
Getting it?
Perfect.
Then the third thing you can understand about multiple available zone, you cannot select which availability zone in the region can be selected for standby, because standby is the whole and sole responsibility of AWS people. So where they create this availability, in which availability zone they will create your standby, you are not known to it. You will never get to know it. Only they will know in which availability zone they have created your standby for backup.
What? I will not know.
Yeah, you will not know. They are their responsibility of saving it.
So I will not know where the backup is.
No. See, you can't choose where it is created. Means say you have 4 availability zones in your area, in your region. Say
Yeah.
first one is given to the primary one. Now, okay. Amazon people will select either of the 2, 4, 5. Which one should give to the standby? You will not select this in which availability zone you. But once the standby is created, now you can know that, okay, Amazon people have selected the fourth region they have selected.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Then after that, depending on the instances.
Okay.
It may take 1 to few minutes to fail over to the standby instant. Okay, what it says that whenever there will be a failover, means the primary one fails. Okay, so it depends on the instance class, type of instance we are using EC2. and the data available in it, it will take 1 or few minutes depending on the instance, so that from primary one they can move you to the standalone standby one. Getting it?
Yes. So wait, depending upon the instant class, it may take 1 to few minutes to fail over to the standby instance. Okay, can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, actually it is depending upon the instance class, means, and the instance you are creating, the content you are providing. If it is heavy, it may take 1 to few minutes, so that from the primary one they can switch you to the standby one.
Oh, okay.
So
Hope it doesn't crash within that process.
yeah, now the another thing is AWS recommends use of provisional IOPS instances if you are selecting multi-availability zone. Okay, so AWS people says if you are willing to use multi-availability zone, okay, it is better that you use provisional configuration one instead of using the general one. Okay, I told you that the storage is of two types. One is general storage and one is provisional storage. So they recommend AWS people that if you are using multi availability zone, okay, then it is recommended that you go with the provisional option where high performance will be provided, right? As well as minimum data will be 100 GB and maximum data will be 163384 GB. Getting it?
Yes.
So this is all about the multi-availability zones that you should know. Then you can see now what are the reasons, you can say, when multi-availability zones of relational database system failover trigger. Means how this trigger process means how they will know that primary has failed and now you have to move to the standalone one. How this Amazon people will know. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in case of failure of primary one, primary database you are using, if it fails, then means primary database you are using and from your side, by chance you have deleted the primary database system or anything, then they will move to standby. Okay. In another case, in case of availability zone failure, means your availability zone in which your database is primary database is stored, if it fails, it happens that the complete data center gets failed. So in that
Okay.
also they will move you to the standby one. Another is loss of network.
What about if all region fails? Entire region fails.
See, then it is, if whole of the Amazon is, you can say like someday Jeff Bezos gets angry on something and close Amazon, then what will happen to your data? So anything happens. If all the availability zones or data centers fail, then Amazon, it's their problem how they will handle. They have
Yeah.
see, any company, if you talk about, they will never say if we will fail or if we get closed, where our users will go. They never tell you.
So it's like they tell like, okay, so the chances of all in the entire region fails is like 99.9999999%,
See,
which
it's
is
your fault. It's your fault that you have trusted on Amazon for storing your data. They,
yeah, they're gonna say, oh, it's your fault.
yeah, see, you know, what major of the crimes happens that a company opens, or you can say a bank open, okay,
Mhm.
and people invest their money in that bank, and suddenly
Yeah.
this bank closes, and all the money that people have invested are gone with the bank. Now, it's not bank responsibility that they will return the money to them. It's the people's responsibility why they have invested in that bank. So it's your call that you want to go with Amazon or you want to go with any other web service. If someday Amazon closes and no one is there to handle the Amazon, then your data is gone. So
Yeah. So it's better to be like in the example of the bank. It's better to be an investor. I mean, an investor? No, an agent. It's better to be agent to manage the resources of the other person.
yeah, if you are a part of Amazon, see, it is like that only. If 1,000 people are working in Amazon, and someday the CEO of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, says, "I am closing Amazon." So 1,000 people can go and say, "Why you are closing? We will do case on you. Legal actions will be taken." But maybe he left some country. He goes and sit on the Mars. He is creating the Mars planes.
Mm.
Then you can't do anything.
Yeah. Okay.
So every business is running on one thing, only single one thing, that is trust.
Trust.
Otherwise, everything is like, if you think like tomorrow, anything can happen, nobody knows, no?
Yeah, like a big earthquake.
Yeah, earthquake comes, every data center of Amazon goes, switches off.
It's the end of the world.
Yeah,
And
aliens comes tomorrow and everything. You can't do that. You can't predict the future, right?
yeah.
Uh, God, you can't do anything. So it depends on your investment where you want. Like stock prices goes down, right? You are applying in any of the stock market thing. If one company's stock you were very high, you invested in it. Another day it is falling into the depth. You can't do anything.
Mm. Yeah,
It's
that's
like
it.
that. So loss of connections, if connectivity with primary database. Okay, if we lost any our connection with the primary database, then we can say we need to move to the standby one. Okay, another chance will be EBS failure. Your storage fails, your storage service EBS fails, or for the primary one. Then there is a chance that you need to trigger to the standby one. Another is if the primary database instance, the EC2 instance that you are using for creation of your database, that fails, then you need to move to the standby one. These are clear? These cases.
Yep. Yep.
Another is if patching means connectivity, patching the OS means operating system of the database instance, means if the processor fails. Then if it fails, then also there is a chance you need to trigger with the standby one. or one can be manual failure. Okay. In manual failure can happen in case of rebooting. See what happens. Sometimes we reboot our systems. Okay, so that they can easily, in case of any update has come in our phone, if we want to update, we reboot our systems. Or in case of we have added any new feature, we reboot our system. So the process of rebooting is very much sometimes cause danger to the to the database we are working on, primary database we are working on. So if due to this case, if condition in the process of reboot, if the primary one fails, then we will consider it as manual failure. Okay.
Manual failure. Okay.
Is it clear?
When you mean like reboot, are you referring to the database?
Yeah, means if you are working on your application or database, okay, and you have manually rebooted the system.
Oh.
And at that time, any loss of data happens during the reboot, then it will be considered as manual failure. And in that case, there is a chance that you will be shifted to the standby database.
Okay, got it.
Got it?
Thank you.
Let's start with multi availability zone, RDS. Now, failure, we have seen what are the reasons due to which failure can happen. Now, what are the consequences? Means if the what are the consequences if the database fails? So first is during failover, the CNAME of the RD relation database service DB instance is updated to map to the standby IP address. Now what this name is CNAME. CNAME is canonical name record. Okay, so what happens when the primary one that is in the availability zone 1 and the another one is in another availability zone. This is the primary one and this is the standby one. So when it fails, the name, the chronicle name record that is given to it, say X name it is given to it, okay, has to, it will be updated. Now what update will get? Say here the name of this chronicle name record is Y. So this X will change to Y depending on the IP address. See, because it is in different availability zone, so the IP address will be different, and this is in the another availability zone. So here IP address is different, but the chronicle name, okay, should be same. X, it should be X here, so it will be should be X here. Right, so they know that X is the primary one and this Y is the standby one. But as soon as this gets failed, now this Y needs to get updated to X according to the IP address, and now we will know that this X is the primary one. And another availability zone will be created with Y name with different IP address will be the new standby for this process. Getting it?
Okay. Wow.
I'll again explain it to you in very much clear.
Yeah, because I mean, I saw the C name record option in Route 53, but this is new for me in RDS.
Yeah. So C name, on the basis of C name only, the database has the location is being set. Whatever location you are creating, it is according to the chronicle name record. Okay. Either you created any of the services. So this is the standby. So according to the record, X1 is the primary one, Y is the standby one. Okay.
Okay.
So here the name is X, C name here is Y. Okay. This is the IP address, say 192.0.2 point something something. Okay. And here the IP address is 192.01. Okay. So IP addresses of the location will be different because they are in different availability zones. Obviously, this is the case. Now we know according to the C name that X is the primary one. But as soon as this primary one fails, we have to shift our application to this IP address. Right? So now this IP address denotes the primary database. Right? So the name, C name, here is now Y. It should be updated to X so that this chronicle name order follows, that at X, the primary one is there. And now the new one will be created in the another availability zone where Y will the chronic C name, and this will be the standby for us. So this updation is the main thing that needs to be updated. Then only that Amazon people will get to know that now this is the X according to the C name. So this is the primary database we are having.
Okay, so the function of the C name um is to have a record.
Sorry.
What's the main function of the C name in this case?
See, what they say, instead of using the IP address, instead of saying that at this IP address my primary is there and at this IP address my standby is there. Instead of going with this end names, that end points we are saying, right? These are the end points should be named according to the instances, right? According to C names. Instead of using with the IP addresses, you should name your C names, your end points with the C name. Okay. This C name should not change, but the IP addresses will change. Getting it?
Okay.
Because endpoints are same, this IP address will change as the system changes. But C name will remain same because we know at X, our primary one will be there, at Y, our standby one will be there. Now at X, any IP address can come. The previous one was there, now the new one will come. But this C name will never change. Getting it?
Something like that.
Yeah, see, this concept, you should follow with this methodology that when we talk about C name, okay, in case of relational database service, it's updated to map to the standby. Okay, so one reason why we use C name, because as soon as the primary one fails, we have to update according to the standby, right? And it is always recommended. Okay, to use endpoints to refer
So
database
it's like okay. So the CNAME
instead
is
of, just a minute, instead
okay.
of IP address. So it is always referred that you should use endpoints instead of the IP address, because if one device is in this availability zone, there are thousands of devices. If one device fails, you have to simply change the device. Okay, and every device has its unique IP address. Getting it? So it is very
Yes.
difficult to arrange your database according to the IP address. It is better to arrange it on the basis of endpoints. And endpoints we are considering here is CNAME.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay, because CNAME will never change. Once you have sent that at X only the primary one will be there and at Y the standby one will be there. As soon as the primary one fails, this S will come here and will act like the primary one and new standby will be created instead of this. So CNAME will be there. Any IP address can change. Getting it?
Got it. So the CNAME is the is to map or connect one how do you call that? One database to another database? No. One database to the standby.
See, both are
One,
databases. Both are databases now.
yeah, like to connect one database to another one. When it comes to
See, when
one,
this is primary, this is secondary. Both are
yeah,
database. Okay. If one database fails, you can move to the second database.
yeah, it's moving. Yeah.
See, it's simply try to understand with this example. This is your permanent house where you live, and this is your farmhouse where you go for holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Some any reason, one person's house is damaged. Okay, they have moved to the new farm. Everything is inside the family that is living in the main house. The family is same here also, means the data is same.
Okay.
But due to this failure, okay, we have to shift it to the standby. This is the backup. Okay, farmers are always the backup plans. We have to move to this. Okay, but we know the name of my house is X. You have your name of the house is X, but the location is different. Location of this and location of this is different. So instead of saying that I live at this location or my family live at this location, we can say my family, say your family name is, my family name is Sharma. Okay, this is the C name of mine. So Sharmas live together. Okay, the family live together. Okay, if the family live at this location or this location, the family will remain same.
Uh-huh.
But if you say that at this location I live, then the location changes, then it will be very much confusing to detect at which location you previously lived or at which location you newly shifted. Because what it is usually meant that a house or a home is because of the family or the people living in it. Similarly, a database is not about the outer lining, it is about the data inside it. Okay, so as instead of naming this data on the basis of location, on the basis of devices, IP addresses, we say if this data has a common common C name, and if they shift to any of the location, the X name will remain same. So we can say this X name data has been shifted to the new location and they are still the primary. Now this is their primary availability zone.
Okay.
Primary activated.
Got it.
Getting it?
Yeah.
So I think that's enough for today.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good night. I'll update the file, and if you get time, just revise it. Tomorrow you are not available, right? On Sunday, Saturday?
No. But on Sunday, yes,
On
same time.
send me the message. You haven't sent me the schedule yet. Just please send me your schedule so that I'll manage everything according to it.
Oh, okay, okay, got it.
Okay. So
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
have a nice day.